All right, hello everybody. So today I want to talk to you about 2020. So this is the new year. This is going to be a very big year for Atomy because we have plans to open a lot of different countries. So I'm going to list a few. It's not going to be in order. So we always say Atomy will open the country when they open it, right? So never worry too much about the date because sometimes the dates do get delayed or sometimes they get open before the date, okay? All right, so we are planning on opening, not in the order, but Vietnam. We're working on it, so it will be open within 2020. After Vietnam, we are thinking and working on India, China, Hong Kong, Colombia, Turkey. Those are to name a few of the ones that we are projecting to open in 2020. So a lot of people have been asking me, so some of these countries do allow for registration of individuals before the country actually launches. And we call those individuals consumers. Okay, so they're consumer IDs. Okay, so consumer IDs can register, right? And then you can add and continue to add people. And these are called consumer IDs. Now, the difference between a consumer ID and a business ID, the only difference is this. A business ID, you are able to get the GPV, okay, of your downline members, but consumer IDs, you are not able to get the GPV of your consumer members, okay? But a CID, a consumer ID, you still are able to get PPV, personal PV in your ID. So for individuals who have a consumer ID, like in India or in the countries that you can register in through Mexico or through Russia, you can get PPV. Now, how do you get PPV? You get PPV through using your ID to buy items in countries that do have the products already available. Okay, so this is a benefit to those who can have consumer IDs. So one of those benefits, what I want to talk to you about is this. So I have lots of members in China. And in countries like China, you are not allowed to have a consumer ID yet. The law just does not allow for that, okay? So those individuals do not have IDs, and so therefore they cannot yet structure their downline or get PPV. But individuals like in India, for example, uh, technically, India, the business has already started, if you think about it, right? Because since you can register an ID, that means that you can build an A line and a B line as we speak, right? So you can register your leaders here, even though you will not be getting the GPV right now, but still, these IDs are creating business volume for later, right? So if you work on this now until when we open, so we are planning on opening anywhere from maybe April to June. That's the projected date. It can be delayed or it can be earlier, but that's the dates that we're talking about. So the time that you're investing now will pay off for when it opens in the future. Because individuals who understand this are and have already built large downlines. So let's say that this is you and this is your A line and B line, and you already created, let's say, 10,000 people and 10,000 people. These are actual figures, okay, that I have in my downline as well. And some people have larger downlines in my downline. So another person here maybe has 10,000, 10,000. So 10,000, 10,000. For this person, that's 30,000 members, right? So in this case, as soon as the shopping mall opens in this country, you're able to gain all your group PEV, and therefore you're able to get your commission, right? Your general commission and your mastership commission as soon as the company opens. So this is a very, very good thing for you to do because if you think about it, it's very time consuming to add each member. So if you've ever added anybody, you understand that adding one member and without making any mistakes, it still takes about 5 minutes, okay? So imagine if you have 1,000 people you're trying to add as soon as you hear that India will open on a certain date. Okay? And then somebody else on this side is already building and has already invested the time to register all these people. All they have to do is they just have to turn the on key on and just message everybody and say, all right, we're good to go. We're ready to start. But this person, before they can even get the downline situated, they're just waiting. And the bad part is this: in Atomy, if you register a person, that person cannot re register for another year. So, therefore, while you have been waiting because you didn't anticipate Atomy to actually open in April or June or July, April, May, June, or July, right? You didn't anticipate these things, so you're just waiting. Now, while you're waiting, somebody else has already registered this pen ID here, right? This Adar here, and this person here. And when you start, you want to register and work with these people, but it's too late. You'll have to then again wait for another year for that ID to terminate, for that ID to become your member. So people are saying that Atomy has not started in India, has not started in Kazakhstan and all these Uzbekistan and other countries, right? Colombia. But technically, Atomy has already started because once you can register somebody, that person is a part of your business volume and downline, right? Because they can't move their IDs. So I encourage everybody uh, to rethink this. And it's 2020, so I have a lot of members already building very, very rapidly. But I'm talking about those who are in other MLMs, right? Who are in other places right now. For example, I had a conversation with one of my other leaders. They said right now they are making, let's say, 1 lakh. Okay, so 1 lakh, which is about $1,000. Okay, let's just say, okay, so they're making $1,000 in their other company right now. So they don't want to lose this $1,000. So they're not telling their downline about the Atomy business. Okay. All right. So what is the cost of doing this? Okay. So let's say that your downline, you have a very significant number of members. Okay. In Atomy, if you become a sales master, okay, a sales master, you should be able to generate, if you are able to, from the 1st to the 15th, be a sales master around $500, give or take, and your commission, general commission, to get to sales master from this period will also be about $500. Okay, and this is in 15 days. How do you do this math? You do 8 times 300K, which equals 2.4 million PV. And this 2 million PV, how do you do the math? Okay, every time you get 300K, you get 15 points, right? So 15 points, you get how much? Give or take 4,500 rupees to 5,000 rupees, right? Which is around 65 to $70, let's say. And then you multiply that by 8. So that's how many times you get it. Okay, so it'll be about $600. Okay, $500 to $600 that you'll get for the general commission. Okay, on top of that, if your 2.5 million PV has accumulated during the 1st to the 15th or the 16th to the end of the month, then you get an extra mastership bonus, which is around $400 to $500. Okay, so that's why we're saying that this is about $1,000. So this $1,000 right now that you'll be able to generate from Atomy, you are afraid to build your downline because the current company you're with, you are already making $1,000. So therefore, you want to do it later when the company opens. It doesn't work like that because watch, that's good as long as your downline is not registering other Atomy downlines, right? But that's not the case. You'll come to understand very quickly that a lot of your downline members have already registered with other leaders in other Atomy downlines. Okay, so you have to think about, well, what is your risk that you're taking and what is your benefit? Okay, so this is what I propose. I propose that you should become a diamond master, okay, from now until then, and structure your downline for success now. So therefore, you'll be able to create at least $3,000 to $5,000 a month as soon as you have just these key leaders with a downline built when India opens or when Uzbekistan opens. These different countries or Colombia opens. Okay, so when you have this set up already, then you're already good to go. And I'm getting a lot of individuals who are within the past few days who have contacted me, and they have heard that the office in India is already open. Our logistics company has already been set. Our products are already being registered. So all these things are showing for a good possibility and chance of Atomy India opening by mid 2020, right? So therefore, they're taking the risk and they are quitting their current position at their other companies because they understand that bringing those individuals and recruiting those individuals into this downline system is going to be much more beneficial for them in the future. Okay, so that's the thing that I wanted to talk to you about. Think about these things for all leaders. I want you to think this way, and you have to outweigh. You have to think about what you're going to be losing by not doing this. So watch this, try to understand this, and if you have any comments, write the comments on the list on questions. Let me know. All right, thank you.